Oh, I think you're muted.
You're muted, Dr. Anna, you're muted.
Yeah, good. Yeah, just got everything ready for the call, so I'm here with you guys.
Great.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, we're gonna get started here. Let's give another 30 seconds, guys. Let everybody join in. And
Christmas picture?
yeah. 12:02. We'll get another 30 seconds here. Folks are still coming in. Welcome, welcome. We're excited. Today we've got great updates for you and looking forward to a great call. We are recording as well, so who hit the, let me start recording. You did record. Did you hit record?
No,
Somebody.
no.
Wait a second. Somebody
recording. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it says recording.
Record to the cloud.
I didn't hear
it. I think one of the, I think the translator might have hit record. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get started, guys. I'm gonna pull, let me pull this in here so everybody can hear more clearly, and we'll pass this around as we need to. So, guys, great to be here. It's been such a, I guess 4 or 5 weeks since I've been able to join you guys. Ilya, thank you so much for holding the fort down for all of us here at the team. And the webinars have been amazing. We wanted to make sure we plugged in everyone with the different languages from around the world. As you guys know, we're building a global business. One of the reasons that we made the decision to all just come to Dubai to relocate here so that we could really be able to communicate and be able to be on the same time zone schedule as the development teams, the programmers, as Endotech. Many leaders from around the world as well are able to meet us here. And because we're building internationally, and really the major markets that we're in are in Europe and Russia and Asia and the Middle East. And so it just makes great sense for us to be here right now together as a team and working. But guys, we're going to really pour out our hearts today and some great information today on the webinar. I think everyone agrees that the DAISY project, as difficult as this process has been, and we certainly understand, and I promise you this, there's nobody it's on this webinar today that is more frustrated or more hopeful and excited about the relaunch of DAISY than all of us. And so, hang on just a second here. I just realized that I've got Dr. Anna on the main screen. How do I change the view here? Here we go, view. Gallery view. Okay, much better. They're watching Dr. Anna while I was talking, so on the recording. But we realize, the frustration. We realize everybody's excited, and trust me, it was a major disappointment for us as well that we had to go through some of the things that we're going through right now. At the same time, we're going to share some things with you today because I just got to tell you guys that anything disruptive, anytime you do something that has never been done before, you're going to face challenges you've never faced before. And it's just part of what comes with being a pioneer. When you're a pioneer and you push the limits in a business model, in technology, and you do things that have never been done before, you raise the bar, you're going to face challenges that are a different set of challenges than maybe you anticipated. And so we've done that. We've faced those challenges head on. And here's what I can tell you, it's absolutely worth it. There's zero doubt in my mind that look, what we did in the first 4 days as a community is exciting. It's never been done. We broke every record in the industry. But what's going to happen in the relaunch is going to be written in the history books of our industry. No doubt that we will be the fastest project to $1 billion. No doubt that we will be the fastest project to 1 million plus members. We really believe that we're going to reach that goal in the next 6 months and break every record in the history of multiple industries. And today we're just going to really pour out and share. So I just want to welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. I want to really give a huge thank you as well to there's so many of the leaders out there in the field that have you guys have really been amazing. The messages, the communication, the energy, the strength, the vision that you have brought to this project during this downtime has just been extraordinary. myself, Edward, Ilya, we've been in this industry for a long time, and we've never seen the caliber of great leaders that have come together. And you guys have really been leading from the front, really have carried the torch of the vision of Daisy. And our promise to you is that it's going to be worth it. This is the biggest promise that we can give to every single one of you. The wait, the frustrations, the disappointments in this delay, it's going to be worth it, because the payoff and what we're going to do next, we're going to change the world together. And absolutely, we promise you that. And so thank you to all of the leaders. Thank you to all of the members out there who have held on to the vision, who realize this is worth waiting for, because we are a part of history here together. So thank you guys so much. And let's just have an amazing, amazing call today with amazing energy. And I just, I want to invite every one of you that's listening right now to just inside yourself, or maybe even out loud, or whatever you want to just say it, is worth it. It is worth it. Because I want everyone to be in that frame of mind today to realize that whatever you have to go through to get to where you're going, as long as it's worth it, this is what matters, right? And so I think we ought to come into this webinar today with this mindset that says great things are worth great challenges. Great success is worth overcoming great obstacles. Great dreams are worth a great sacrifice. And Daisy is exactly that. The story is exactly that. And it's worth it. And so take a moment as we enter into this webinar and think about what you want out of Daisy. Think about why you are excited, why you became excited about Daisy. What does this project mean for your family? What does financial freedom mean for your family? What is the story that you're going to create for your life, that we're going to create together for so many lives around the world, that's going to make it worth it? I think that's an important place to start today. What is the result that's going to make it worth it for you? For some people, that result is passive income from the Endotech platform and seeing your net worth grow as a result of those trading rewards. For some people, it's the front end of the referral plan and an opportunity to infuse your life with cash flow, with life-changing type of income. What is it for you? What is the driver for you? What is going to make it worth it for you? What do you want in 2021 that says, whatever it takes to get, whatever it takes for that result, I'm willing to pay that price and I'm willing to go through that. And so if we wrap this webinar today around that energy of saying it's worth it. It's worth it because here's the end goal that you have as a leader. Here's the end result that matters to you. And if it takes this journey for that end result to happen, then it's absolutely 100% worth it. So guys, I'm going to turn the microphone over to my business partner, Ilya, who, thank you so much, buddy, for stepping in while we were reorganizing everything. And such an amazing business partner to have Ilya with us, an incredible leader. It's really been great spending time with each other too, getting to know you and really your story in this industry and what you've accomplished. One thing I can tell you guys about Ilya, Edward, myself, I think one of the synergies that we have as a team is we all really live in a realm of authenticity and truth. I can tell you that from all of our stories, we've walked away many times from things that had the potential for a lot of money, but they weren't real. And for us, it's impossible to market or lead or promote something that isn't real. And Ilya really represents that. Ilya has a story behind him that has just proven that. That's proven there's no amount of money in the world that would allow him to compromise his integrity of leading people into something that is real and something that he believes in. And it's one of the things I love most about Ilya in his leadership. So guys, I'm going to switch chairs, let Ilya pop over here, and he's going to introduce Dr. Anna and share some great things with you himself as well. So let's rock and roll. Let's have a great webinar today. Thank you. Ilya, I'll swap with you, buddy.
Yes. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. We missed your voice. We missed your energy. I really enjoy it. Yes, we so many weeks without you. Everybody missed you, Jeremy. I'm extremely happy to meet you here in Dubai. It's actually, for us, it's the first time we meet offline, right?
Yeah.
Here. So It's been an amazing experience to talk to you like on daily basis, like for the last few days. Guys, it's been very incredible experience also to talk with Dr. Anna on a daily basis for the last probably couple of weeks. Thank you, Dr. Anna, for being with us, right? And we had amazing Zoom calls. I think we had like 7 calls, and today is going to be the last one in Vietnamese, like a short session Zoom call specifically for different markets. So we had like French, German, Russian, Japanese, Chinese. We had many calls, and today is going to be Vietnamese call. And Dr. Anna, thank you for being with us on this amazing calls and sharing updates about the white paper, because so many people waited for this white paper. Not actually many people in this industry, they do realize what is white paper, to be honest. And not many people in this industry, they can read and understand what it's all about, but really we encourage everybody to read. And we promise that we will translate this white paper into multiple languages, major languages. So please be patient. After probably starting from next week, we will put this into translation. It's been exciting couple of weeks. So we work on a daily basis also on the technical side, but my role has been to kind of keep you updated on the product side together with Dr. Anna, mostly from Dr. Anna, of course. And we see that the markets are also not stable, right? So not steady. So it was a bull market, and then suddenly it crashed, it kind of, now it's catching back. So all of this, we really want to hear from Dr. Anna, because we see amazing, exciting results in our back offices, right? And Dr. Anna, please, I know we had one global call already, and we got feedback from people that was probably the most exciting call, because people saw the real numbers and people saw the real product behind this DAISY concept, right? So many people, they asked to present one more time, right? Because now we have a lot of people on this call, and many of them, they would like to hear what's happening with the product side, and also little bit on the white paper. And people want to know what is happening specifically in the current market situation, right? Because many people, they watch closely. Many people, they hold some cryptos. They hold Bitcoin, so Ethereum. They kind of, getting scared when it goes down. And, everybody's very positive when it goes up, but when it goes down, some people get scared. So we've been through this. I've been in this crypto industry for probably 4 years myself. I've seen ups and downs. So for me, I mean, even if it crashes like 20% a day, for me, I'm totally okay. I know, Dr. Anna, you've been professionally in this industry for more than 3 years with AI systems. You've been watching exactly how the markets go up and go down. So we don't have any concerns with this. With DAISY AI. So please, Dr. Anna, it's all yours. Please share what is happening now.
Gladly. Thank you so much. Before I share, I would like to start with my mantra of thank you, community. It's really a pleasure for us and for me personally to meet with you, because you really enabled our dreams. So thank you so much for joining in January, and we're looking forward for continuous year together with you. So, and the second mantra that I'm saying is it's high risk, high return. So for everybody to acknowledge it and not to let any people without risk capital to join our community, because otherwise we will be harming them more than doing the good. So again, please keep in mind, we are high risk, high return niche, and we need to stay there. So on the market side, it has been exciting. So I would like to share with you actually trading view screen that shows the charts. And to tell you a little story that happened to me is I work with students that just started to be exposed to crypto market. They're excellent students for AI and doing thesis work on market crashes and the other things that we need for DAISY and Endotech. And they called me at 57, right? Somewhere here, when market was at 57 on 22nd of February, and they said, should I open account at Binance and buy some Bitcoin? And I said, definitely no. If you're asking me this question and you are the least knowledgeable about Bitcoin, today is the day to short. And you need to short, and this is, you can see here. And this is exactly what we're trying to achieve, is to understand the behavioral dynamics in DAISY, to understand the volumes, to understand the move of the open interest in order not for me to predict it, not for me to add additional signal to the systems, but the system itself to know more than just statistical insight. What happened to us in latest move with Daisy is that we entered at 33 at this level, very much at the beginning of the trend. We exited carefully after this point, because this point was a point of the break that could go up or down, and we continued to exit till 57. So we took all the trend from here to here, and then the last 25%, just in case, we kept till the next breakdown at 53. So we caught this trend fairly well. We could have been much better if we would have Daisy already, because in these levels, there probably was some additional indications saying that Bitcoin community has strength to go up and it has enough volatility to go up. And again, given additional feedback, we could structure the system more carefully. But that's what happened right now. So once we exited, the volatility became so high that we are not trading right now. We are waiting for volatility to stabilize in order to start trading again. And I'm warning everybody always that after very extensive trends, there comes times of the breeze out of the markets, that they are becoming stable, that they are waiting for the next move. So if you will see results being a little bit less or going down, again, no worry, it's expected. And till we have Daisy, there's very little that we can do, because again, we are statistical based AI, and we cannot have additional feedback from inside till we have Daisy. But results wise, you could see on the Daisy chart that we started to trade on 18th of January, again, because before the volatility was extreme and we could not trade before that. And then on 18th, we entered the market. We got our 19%, even a little bit more at some points. And then now we're flat. We have a little bit on the shorting side, but really just one or two strategies. And we are at 19% profit. And we currently, you can see that the line is almost flat. You can see it also on your line, on the line of the individual contributors. I would like to show you for this, I need to refresh. Okay, I'm refreshing, so you can see that a little change here happened. This is the current balance that we have on our account. I would like to compare it with Binance account for Daisy. So what I'll do is clicking here. Again, and we received some concerns from give me a second. I need to click here. We received some concerns from some of the members that it might be not safe to show this application. I can assure you it's safe, because we have 4 levels of security, and even myself, sometimes I cannot get in. So we have lots of levels of protection, and we also share these keys between multiple members of Daisy and Endotech. So there is no worry about being able to withdraw or influence the trading. So what I would like to show you here is our balances. We have, as I said before, 47 accounts, 2 testing accounts, 45 real accounts, trading accounts for Daisy. And balance on the spot is 1 million plus 4.5. And on the future side, it's 25 million. So altogether, it comes to our number of, 30,500,000. So this is our number. Again, it can be a little bit less or more depending on the updating time. We update once an hour. But if you caught us in exactly the moment that it's updated, it will be right to the cent. And the final thing that I wanted to show you is our kitchen, our back office screen. where we trade with strategies. We have 25 different portfolios trading for us, all of it fully automated. The system that will run on it are supported by AI technologies. Again, we are looking forward for DAISY to start helping our current AI technology for execution and for the volume indications. And you can see as well that the systems that were active and trading over the last months stabilized in their balance and performance because they became flat, and we're currently in flat balance, okay, in flat position and flat balance. So this is our story for the trading. Since we did several times the white paper, there is no update on the white paper, except that I really hope that professionals will start sending us some feedback. It's important for me to get feedback from the professional field, less about concerns, more about constructive suggestions of both partnership technologies and so on, because it's a global project for us, very ambitious one, and we would like to stay connected to the professional industry about this project. So that will be it, Ilya, from my side.
Thank you, Dr. Anna. Thank you, Dr. Anna. I kind of watch this on a daily basis, but it's still very interesting for me to listen and to learn. And the most exciting part for me personally is when you show the balances in Binance and in back office of DAISY, and when people can see that it matches. It's like, it's so cool. It's really so cool. We really love it because it proves 100% that we are real, that the product is 100% real. And just like Jeremy mentioned, for us, this is extremely important. This is the only reason why we put our names on DAISY, is because we are 100% real and transparent. Dr. Anna, from now on, I would like to pass, actually there's no microphone, to pass it to Edward, my close friend and partner. Edward, please take it over.
Just hold on. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here with you again. And I'm so excited that my friends and business partners, Jeremy, Roma, and Ilya, we're here together in Dubai. I want to kind of go over a few things before I pass it back to Jeremy, because we got some interesting, exciting, more information Jeremy will cover. And I know everyone is waiting for updates. When are we going to launch? When are we going to go, right? So we'll get to it. But first, I want to go a little bit more about what Dr. Anna just talked, and about the core of DAISY, the reason why DAISY is here, right? I understand the front end, the smart contract is very, very important. It's very important. We, in order to operate correctly, in order to achieve what we want all to achieve, we need smart contract, right? But in reality, Endotech and the new AI that Dr. Anna, I always say we building, like I'm building it, right? But Dr. Anna's team building, that's the reason why we're all here. And you saw some results, and you saw some of the things which she shared about, but think about when the new DAISY is going to be fully functioning, a year and a half from now on, right? But during this process, everyone is focusing on the front end. Everyone is excited and can't wait to start, so they could start building again and getting paid this matrix bonuses and other bonuses. But no one is really, I mean, I should not say no one. Some people do understand, but guys, the real big rewards, the big real rewards is on the back end, the trading. That's a foundation, that's a residual. This is what excites me the most. This is why Dr. Anna, when I flew to Israel and met you guys, I've seen this in you specifically. I've seen this genius. I heard from some of the members who read the white paper. They said, if Dr. Anna wrote this, she's genius. I've been trying to tell you guys this for a long time. Like, you're just waking up right now, right? So anyway, we're here in Dubai. We got a lot of work. A lot of people want to meet, and they think like we have currently, like for the next 2-3 weeks, we do not have time to meet with everyone, right? Because we have some important things to do. We're meeting with lawyers here to establish the next phases, the legal side. We're meeting with some other business partners who can help us to achieve to the next level. So, but the really exciting part in the rewards, when people are going to start requesting their rewards, and everybody gets paid. And then partially is going to go to pay setter bonuses, to leadership bonuses, not only from front end, but from the back end. That's residual. That's going to be big, and that's exciting. Anyway, so guys, it's a really honored to be here with you, and I'm so excited. And I want to pass it back to Jeremy Roma, and let's hear the updates. Jeremy, please scoot, and I'm going to scoot this to you. There you go. Thank you.
It's crazy. Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I want you to see this shirt that Edward bought yesterday. It's a daisy shirt. See the daisies?
It's
so
for you,
cool.
Dr. Anna.
So cool. I love it. All right. Thank you guys. Man, just wow. So let's dive into, let's take this call to the next level, because I think everybody's waiting for updates as well on the launch and technology development process and where we're at. You know, it's we're, you know, Edward, Ilya, and I are not, we've never done this before. You know, this is, we came up with an idea. We called, you know, a whole bunch of our top leader friends that are now a part of Daisy and said, what do you think about this idea of a smart contract with equity, with crowdfunding, with Endotech, you know, the very early stages, you know, back all the way back in August and September. And we stepped into an undertaking that, quite frankly, I think everyone agrees is pretty big, right? To create a project that our vision from day one was, you know, our goal in the first week was 100,000 members in the first week, and to reach $100 million. And if the platform wouldn't have shut down, we would have hit those numbers, right? We did 50 million and 53,000 members. And this was all new territory for us. It's all new territory for us. I'm not a coder. I'm not a developer. Edward and Ilya and I are not tech experts. And so we had this vision, and we said, we're gonna do this undertaking. We're gonna find the right development teams, and we're gonna move forward. Well, a lot of learning process took place, right? In that scenario, we won't go into the details of you know, some of the things we learned in the process that we would have done differently and will do differently in future phases. But we went for it. And in going for it, we had, you know, good and bad, right? We proved to the world, I think we all agree, that the reason we're all here today, the reason that we have hundreds of thousands of people around the world ready to join Daisy the day that we reopen, the reason that we have top leaders from the industry flying out to meet with us, preparing to launch with the Daisy project, is because we have the absolute best, zero shadow of a doubt, business model in the peer-to-peer marketing world that has ever existed. We didn't just break records, we shattered every launch record in the history of this industry. We did it with a platform that was very below what it should have been from a standard perspective, that crashed and wasn't stable. And yet we showed the world that. Now we had to pull back and say, okay, what we thought was real is real. We have it. Daisy is the deal of the century, and we are in front of it together as a community. We have got to take this, we have got to put a different set of eyes on this platform and project to make sure that we can go all the way to where we're going. There's, you know, I got to tell you that, you know, Edward, for example, yesterday we were talking, the three of us, and he shared, for example, where he believes Daisy will be in the next 10 years. And I got to tell you that the vision is so big that I can't even tell you the number. I can't even say on this webinar what he shared with me about where it was bigger than I'm thinking. I said, this is, I told him, I was honest. I said, I don't even know how to think that big right now. We're on the front of something epic. And so it required, and it requires a higher level of attention to the technology platform. And so it's unfortunate in some ways, but it's also very fortunate in other ways what has happened. And I want to share my perspective with you on this process. See, I think that what we're experiencing right now is actually the biggest proof that we could ever offer the world about how real DAISY is. So I want you to wrap your minds around the fact that for the last, I don't know, 5 weeks, not a single person can register. We have no registration. Not a single person can upgrade. What does that mean? It means there's no new money coming in, and it means there's no front end referral bonus plan paying out right now. And yet, of the 53,000 members that joined DAISY in those first 4 days, all 53,000 of those members are winning right now. Winning financially. Your wealth, your net worth is growing passively right now with no new money coming in. This is the dream of DAISY. The dream of DAISY, you've heard me say it from the very beginning days of the webinars. The #1 disruptor in the DAISY model is that everybody wins. If you never earn $1 in the bonus plan, if you never refer any single person, if you never have any spillover, and you just contribute as a contributor, you win financially. And this is an absolute disruptive part of the DAISY model. And it's incredible that even in such a short amount of time, like the last 4 weeks, already we're seeing the proof of that in the power of the trading AI platform and the results that it's already getting. Wait till you see those results over 12 months and 24 months. Wait till you see the compound effect. We already right now have 20% more capital going into the next trade than we had 4 weeks ago. Already there's 20% gains that are now going to compound into the next trade from 4 weeks ago. So you're going to see the compound effect in the next 30, 60, and 90 days. And this is life-changing. So this is great. We have something real. But I know that the real focus for every single person right now is you want to build, you want to be able to go out and really maximize this opportunity. And let's dive in and talk about that here today, where we're at in the process. So some updates on the technology side. First of all, on the development side, as well as you guys know, we have been in the testing phase. We have been doing a combination of unit testing, which means that we are taking every single component, the logic of the smart contracts, the functions, the interface, and we're testing, right? We have been testing individually each piece of the equation. And as well as now moving into a aggressive load testing phase that we're gonna be in over the next period of time. So we can load test the platform, all of that, right? That's where we're been. From there, we move into an audit phase. It's very important, even though we're doing massive internal testing on every level with each component, it's very important that we still go back and go through a full professional third-party audit, and that each component, each smart contract is audited, just so that if there's anything that happened to be missed in the development process, we have the ultimate auditors, the best of the best, going through every line of code to make sure there's nothing that we happen to miss in this development process the last 5 weeks. And then from there, the final phase is the migration and the integration. So the migration means we've got 53,000 people who joined DAISY, and we have to migrate that database into the upgraded smart contract. And we have to then simply integrate that into the back office so that everything is updated. And it may sound like a lot, this may sound like a lot, but it's really not. These are the final pieces that we have been looking at and working with the last couple of weeks. So let me give you some updates and some timelines that we have as targets right now. And I know there's a lot of folks that were hoping, man, can we launch on March 1st? Are we going to launch here? And our promise to you has always been, we're on this relaunch, that we're not going to relaunch until we know, until everything is 100% ready. The last thing I want to say about the development process and why these changes are so important is we have a long-term vision here at DAISY. Our goal is not just to slam dunk some quick, get rich quick, get a bunch of money in, and then run away type of business model. we're building a legacy community. We're building a community. We're having conversations right now with some of the highest level technology development leaders around the world, financial experts around the world, individuals that are going to help really empower Endotech when the time comes to take Endotech public. All of these big picture plays. We're not here, to do $1 billion in sales and then shut down and go live on an island somewhere. We're here to build a legacy company. We're here to build a legacy community, I think is what I should say, a legacy project that for decades to come is going to be able to evolve and grow with the marketplace. The reason we are all very thankful, and as weird as this sounds, we're very thankful that the crash happened, for lack of better words, with the system, is because once we brought a new set of eyes on the development, on the coding, we realized that the platform itself was not fully prepared to move into the future phases of the DAISY project. And this is very, very important, because here's what would have happened had the system, even if the system would have worked perfectly all the way through phase 1, when the time would have come to move into phase 2, we potentially would have had a 6-month delay. We would have had to shut the platform down. We would have had to now be dealing with the migration of 1 million users instead of 53,000 users. And we would not have been able to migrate or organically upgrade to the next phase. We would have to recreate and start from scratch all over again for every new phase. What this update is allowing us to do is we are now in a position where we can move the DAISY project into the future flawlessly. So for example, let's say that in phase 2, we move into the Forex market, or let's say that, in phase 3, we want to launch DAISY blockchain, and we want to launch our own blockchain. Or let's say in phase 4, we want to launch, an aggressive DeFi project, right? Whatever it is. Because of this period of time that we've had to pause and the rebuilding of the development platform, the technology platform for the back end, we now can move into the future of DAISY flawlessly from one phase to the next phase to the next phase to the next phase, and never lose momentum in that process. Now, I know that for some it may seem like, man, is it worth it? And the answer is yes. The answer is we're looking at this from a long-term perspective. And so if you had to ask any of us and give us a choice, here's a platform where you can do $1 billion in contributions in the next 6 months, break all the records in the industry, but then it would stop. Or let's pause for a few weeks, create version 2 of the platform, and be able to create the biggest project that has ever been created in the history of the world, tens of billions of dollars in revenue and exponential growth and an ecosystem, not just one phase, but many phases that work together. This process was necessary. And so right now, our target for the launch date, and I'm going to use the word target. We'll always use the word target. This is not a guarantee, but this is what we realistically and conservatively believe is a worst case scenario. And that is March the 15th. March the 15th is in our minds, in the development team's minds, a realistic goal that we can 100% be ready to go live in the market. Now, it could be sooner than that, right? I'm giving you a projection of what we would say is realistic. And the reality is it's possible that over the next 2 weeks, as we approach that ends up changing as well, right? But we're at a point right now where the hardest work has been done. We have taken one smart contract and now broken it down into 7 different smart contracts that are all working together. This is a huge accomplishment by the development team. Everything has been tested. Everything inside the smart contracts is working. Now it's simply the process of getting through the audit process and then getting the migration done. And we want to allow plenty of time for some potential issues that might come up, if there's some challenges that come up. And so that's why we say March 15th is a realistic target date for us, because it allows, this does not make the assumption that everything goes perfectly. This does not make the assumption that there are no challenges in the next few days, a couple of weeks. This takes into consideration the potential for some of those challenges, et cetera, et cetera. So our target to launch is March 15th. It's not a guarantee. I want to be very, very clear on that. That's not a guarantee, but it is a realistic target. What does that mean for you and I? What that means for you and I, for all of us as leaders, is we now get to pivot and really start to focus on growth in the marketplace. Now is the time to start to create the re-engagement, start to create the vision, because people are waiting around the world. And now is the time to start presenting DAISY presentations again, if you haven't been already, and really start to prepare for that. And one of the things that we are excited to announce today is that when we relaunch, we are going to give all 53,000 members that have joined with DAISY previously. We call you the founders of DAISY. So the 53,000 founders of DAISY, we're gonna not only reset the 48 hours where you get paid on all 10 generations, but we're gonna move that to 5 days. So for every pre-existing DAISY member that's already in the system, when we launch, you're gonna have all 10 generations in the matrix unlocked for 5 days. That means that you have 5 days potentially to go qualify for Paysetter Gold, unlock all 10 generations for life. And in those 5 days, you're gonna get paid as if you have already unlocked all 10 generations of the matrix. The other thing that we wanna make sure everybody knows is that your time clock will reset. So we know that obviously there's 30 days to qualify for Paysetter. We're past those 30 days. And so your time clock is going to reset there as well. And so these are some realistic projections that we have. Again, not a guarantee, it could be sooner. It's possible that it even is longer, but not likely. And we've got all hands on deck right now. We've got multiple development teams now, really 3 different development teams. The Endotech team that is in the trenches 7 days a week. We have another blockchain development team, and we have another smart contract development team. All 3 that have been working together in harmony for the last several weeks. And we're coming now to that finish line. So my recommendation to all of you is focus right now on the story. Focus right now on the message of DAISY. What is it that we have? And let's just recap that. Let's revisit for a moment. Let's end the call with the most exciting thing. And that is why you joined DAISY to begin with, and why DAISY is the most disruptive model that has ever been seen in this industry. The reasons for that type of position that we have in the marketplace together. Let's think about this a moment. Anyone from around the world, other than the countries like that we're not able to do business in, that we're not doing business in, like the United States, but anywhere around the world, in countries that we're doing business in, for as little as $100, anyone around the world can become an equity partner in what we believe is going to be one of the biggest technology stories, fintech stories in the world, and that's Endotech. You get to be an equity partner before Endotech goes public in the next generation of AI for as little as $100. For as little as $100, you get to get the rewards of the most powerful AI trading platform that I've ever seen in my life, and the rewards of the next generation of that AI trading with DAISY for as little as $100. For as little as $100, you have the opportunity to have a peer-to-peer referral marketing business that can allow you to create upfront income and cash flow and really change your life forever for as little as $100. You have that opportunity to build a business. For as little as $100, you have the opportunity to become a pace setter and earn in the profit sharing pool of every single contribution around the entire world that comes in. You get to participate in that bonus pool. For as little as $100, a person gets to benefit from the pace setter trading pool on the back end of the performance and the results and the rewards that this trading platform produces. On the back end of that, every single one of you gets to participate in that reoccurring residual back end income for as little as 100. This is game changing. We are making history together, and we have something that is so powerful and so unique. When we open up the doors, I promise you this, 100% guarantee you, when we open up the doors, this will be the biggest story of our generation in our industry. We will raise the bar in the capacity of what is even possible, what people have thought was even possible in this space. And we're doing it on something that is 100% real. I don't know what your financial goals are, what your lifestyle goals are, but I can tell you that in this industry of peer-to-peer marketing, it's a pathway to freedom. It's a pathway to creating the life that you want on your terms. It's a pathway to, in the short term, achieving some things that could really make an impact in your life. And for each of us, that is a different picture, right? For some people, it may be breaking the struggle of a 9-to-5 job that you hate, that keeps you limited in your life, and to get into this world of entrepreneurship and create that. For some of you, it's about taking your net worth to another level. Maybe maybe you've been building your net worth over the last decades, and you're involved with D.ai.sy because you see an opportunity to multiply that net worth over time with this project. Maybe we've got leaders that have joined who have always dreamed of making 6 figures a month in income through this peer-to-peer business model that we love, and they've dreamed of that, and it's never happened before for them. And you know that some of them were able to achieve that goal in their first 4 days with D.ai.sy. Maybe that's your goal. Maybe your goal is to get to that 7-figure income level. Maybe your goal is you're driven to be a part of something, a community that is real, that is thinking outside the box and taking the limits off of life. And you just want to be in an environment where the limits are removed and you can engage in an unlimited environment, unlimited thinking, unlimited energy, unlimited potential. And that's what drew you into D.ai.sy. Whatever it is, the process that we've had to go through is going to be worth it. But it's only going to be worth it if you make a decision like we have to be a leader and a pioneer and not react to the disappointments, but to discipline the disappointments and to look at this process that we've gone through, not from the eyes of disappointment, but from the eyes of opportunity. There's going to be 2 groups of people that are involved with D.ai.sy. 2 groups of people: those that look at the struggle as something negative, and those that look at the struggle for what it is, and that's an opportunity. And this pause that we've been in is absolutely, in my opinion, the opportunity of a lifetime for you to prepare to relaunch. And when we open these doors, you want to be ready. Instead of waiting until the launch to start the fire, here's what we recommend. We recommend that you start building your fire right now. Put the wood on the fire, get the fire going, because when we open up the gates, we're going to be pouring rocket fuel on that fire. And for those of you that start preparing now and building now, you're going to have an explosion of momentum when we open the gate. So my advice to everyone is don't wait to start. Don't wait until Daisy starts to start. Start now, get with your leaderships team now, get with the leaders that you're working with now, and put a strategy together to take advantage of this opportunity that we have to prepare for an aggressive, amazing relaunch, reopening of the Daisy platform. So guys, we love you. We're thankful for each and every one of you that continues to see the vision of where Daisy is going. We know that there are, it's always frustrating to go through some certain challenges, but we're there now. We're now at this point where we have turned the corner, and we have our eyes on that target date now of March the 15th to take Daisy back to the world and launch this platform 2.0 and make that run to $1 billion. So Edward, Ilya, anything else you guys want to say as we wrap up here?
Well, it's all good, guys. We'll see you next week.
Yes. Oh, next week. Last announcement. I forgot. Yeah. So here's what we want to do on Tuesday. This coming week. So thank you for saying that. Wednesday of this coming week, March the 3rd. We want to do the first global webinar that we've had, where we actually present Daisy, and we're going to present the story. We're going to present it, and of course, it's going to be a sort of like a pre-launch webinar. But this is where a lot of the momentum came from early on. There were a lot of leaders that were getting people on the pre-launch webinars. And then when we opened the doors on January 10th, they had massive momentum because of those pre-launch webinars. And so we're gonna do a live, brand new pre-launch webinar on Wednesday, March the 3rd. We'll do it at the same time, 8 a.m. UTC time. And we're gonna present Daisy. It's gonna be a powerful presentation from start to finish. And we're going to record that. That presentation will be available for replay. You'll be able to share it with all of your members. And now is the time to look forward. Now is the time to say, okay, what do we do next? And it's so simple. What do you do next? You start inviting people to Wednesday's webinar. That's it. If you will focus on one thing right now, and that's packing out the launch webinar on Wednesday, March the 3rd, 8 a.m. UTC time, we're going to knock it out of the ballpark. You have our promise on that. That webinar will be the best presentation that I've ever done, or we've ever done. However we end up setting it up, it'll be the best presentation ever done. And we are going to help share the message of Daisy with the world. And it's going to be absolutely epic. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday, March the 3rd. Invite every single person who joined Daisy already. Invite every single person that you want to learn about Daisy, because on March the 3rd, we're gonna have the best presentation that we've ever had. So guys, thank you so much. And we look forward to talking to everybody soon. God bless, good day, talk soon.